encouraging, educating, and empowering you into action. This is Warriors Talk with your host, Lady ReShell.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell, where we move away from awareness towards action. It's Relationship Monday, and our topic for today is how to get out of the friend zone. We are live on Intellectual Radio. We just heard from the Drive at 5 with Roman. Keep it locked right here on Intellectual Radio and allow us to feed your brain. On the last episode of Warriors Talk, I spoke with Dr. Tucker, and she discussed conquering dental anxiety for a healthier you. You can head over to YouTube and type in Intellectual Radio and stay connected for any episodes you may have missed. The quote of the day is, one of the saddest things that can happen is when one fall in love while the other one wants nothing more than friendship. The National Breast Cancer Coalition will be having their Advocate Leadership Summit coming up May 3rd through the 5th for advocates who want to take their advocacy to the next level. We're going to have some exciting programming from May 3rd through the 5th, and then on the 6th, we're going to have a rally in the morning, and then we're going to meet with the congressmen and women for Lobby Day. So the summit prepares you to have a meaningful seat at the table. Advocates walk away feeling invigorated and inspired to help fight in the disease. They will be also having their Project Lead taking place July 27th through August the 1st, located in La Jolla, California. There's no registration fees. The course materials and contents and meals are free. You are responsible for your travel and your hotel stay, but scholarships are available, but they are limited. You can head over to stopbreastcancer.org for more information and to fill out your scholarship. The deadline is April the 25th. If you are tuned in on any form of social media, like the show, share the show, and invite someone else in on the show that you feel may benefit from this valuable information. I'm so excited for my sponsor on today. We have Pastor Michael Richardson with the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ, who has a special message for us.
Greetings, I am Pastor Michael Richardson.
And I am First Lady Anastasia Richardson from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We're located at 3058 West Van Buren in Chicago, Illinois. We are building upon a solid foundation.
And we're inviting you to join us every Sunday morning on Facebook Live at Emmanuel Kojic at 10:15 Central Standard Time. And you can also view our videos on our YouTube channel at Emmanuel Kojic-MR. Once again, this is Pastor Michael Richardson
and First Lady Anastasia Richardson, and we're from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We are building upon a solid foundation.
Co-hosting with me today is none other than the cancer activist, that is. He's an advocate as well, a motivational speaker, and the founder of the Gal Foundation, Rizal Gilmore, aka The Biz. Hey, Rizal.
Hey, Lady ReShell, how are you?
What's up? It was snowing here in Chicago. Saw flurries outside.
Snow.
I saw flurries outside.
Flag on the play. Ooh, God bless you all who still deal with that snow.
I was like, what is really happening? We are already in April. Like, where is this coming from? But yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, April showers bring May flowers.
No.
Y'all still getting snow. What in the heezy? I don't understand it.
Yeah, neither do I. But I'm excited about the topic today. How to get out of the friend zone. I wanted to define what a friend zone is first before we hop into the subject, just in case someone does not know what it means. A friend zone, when you are friend zone, is a situation in which a friendship exists between two people, one of whom has an unreciprocated romantic or sexual interest in the other person. So I was trying to think back, Rizal, to when I probably was friend zone. And I went all the way back to 8th grade. And at the time, I didn't know that I was friend zone. But when I was thinking about it last night, I was like, I was trying to figure it out. So I was in 8th grade, and there was this guy that I like. Everybody liked this guy. Let's say his name was Mac, because everybody knew his name. That wasn't his full name, but let's just say his name was Mac. And everybody, all the girls loved Mac. He had the light skin, he had the little curly hair, just nice looking. He played basketball. Crazy about Mac. So, and he knew I liked him. I made sure he knew that I liked him. But he, like, we would talk on the phone, we would conversate and everything, but it wasn't like romantic. So he kind of like friend zoned me, but we was like still like friends that kind of like,
Mhm.
was friendly. But I thought about it last night, and I was like, this boy friend zoned me. And so one day I saw him with a girl, and I was like really upset, and he saw that I saw him. And so the next day, the next time I ignored him that day, I was like, you know what? I don't like him no more. Like, I'm done with him. He has a girl, whatever. So then the next day, this is funny because I hope he don't listen to this, or nobody that went to grammar school with me listen. So they had this they had this room, Rizal, that was above the gym where all of the kids would go to make out. Right. So if you saw some people going to that room, you knew that they were going to make out. So we took buses home. So we was bused to the school. So before we got on our bus, he came and he grabbed my hand, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? And he just grabbed me, and I just followed him, and we was going up to the room. And I was like, oh, I know what this means. And and yeah, we went up to the room, and okay, so yeah, he just laid one on me, and I was like, oh my goodness. And as we were leaving the room, people saw us leaving, they like, oh, because they knew that's what people went to the room for. And he just laid a kiss on me, and I was just like, oh my goodness. I was still friend zone, but I guess he didn't want me to stop liking him, so he was like, oh my goodness. So that was the first time I could remember being friend zone. Hmm.
I bet you he regret every minute of it now.
And we're friends on Facebook. So I hope Don talking about what in it? That ain't Christian going on here. How old was I? 14. I was 14 at the time, Vaughn. And I was like, oh my goodness. But I was happy. And I went back and I told my best friend, I was like, Claudia, guess what happened? She was like, I know already. Everybody's talking about it. I was like, oh my gosh.
You became the talk of the school.
Whew. And I didn't even care because I wanted that. Yes. So that was the first time I was friend zone when I was in 8th grade. But, I wasn't mad. So can you think of a time when you figured out you were friend zone?
I'm thinking as we're going, I think honestly, I've probably been friend zoned a couple times because my mouth be vicious. So they just rather not deal with me and just leave it like that. But you know what? Yeah, I can remember. Okay, so when I first moved down here to Florida, there was this young lady that you couldn't tell me nothing. We was going to the altar. We was getting married. I already saw it, see it. So we end up going on a couple dates and everything. And her issue was she had got out of a relationship, but her ex or whatever was still, she had like a lot of bills still left from her ex after she split from him. And I didn't care. I just had to happen. And I was too pushy. I was very aggressive because I knew what I wanted. You can't blame a brother for what he know what he wanted.
Right.
Yes. And I was very pushy and to the point where I guess it just kind of it turned her off, and I got friend zoned from that point. And I guess you learn a lot, because if I'm telling him that, I don't want anything right away, but the signals that you were giving me was like, okay, let's, keep moving forward. Like I said, I was ready to go. I had found the one. I was couldn't tell me nothing. And yeah, so that kind of ended, friend zoned. It's like now when I text her, it's like it got to be for a reason. Just can't call and like really say hi. Now she got a new man, and
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, I'm quite sure I was friend zoned there after that whole, and it was my fault. But hey, that's what happens when you fall in love.
It was your fault because you was trying to eliminate the excuses. Like, okay, I'm gonna help you pay these bills so you don't have to worry about being tied to this guy.
I was bringing her lunch. I was doing all kind of stuff.
Wow. Wow.
And we had good. I mean, we had great time. Our dates were great, and it was Mother's Day, and I think that's what did it. And I had brought her some Mother's Day stuff because she's a mother, and I had went to a job, pulled it to, because it was sitting there for way after. I think by this time it was probably like Father's Day now. And you still didn't come get your Mother's Day gifts.
What?
And I let her have it. I pulled her to the side at her job and I let her have it. So that right there was probably solidifying the nail in the coffin for me. But I was just expressing how I feel.
As you should.
Women usually complain about like, oh, you should keep it 100. Okay, well, I was keeping it 100. And you see where it got me? It didn't get me the damsel. So I don't know.
Wow.
So yeah, I definitely was friend zoned with that. I mean, now and then, I may text her. I'll be wanting somebody to reach out and ask her, did she get married? Is her and her boyfriend still together? Because I can't do it.
You want me to
Now
look
at
on her
that point,
Facebook
probably be
page?
stalking or something.
I can look on her. You want me to look on her Facebook page? You could tell a lot by a Facebook page.
I think she ain't got rid of me. She ain't even got no Facebook page. I was barely on her Instagram.
Does he have a Facebook page? Because you could look.
No.
What?
She had an Instagram page.
Wow.
Yeah, she was moving in silence anyway. So, sometimes this friend zone thing, we really could be dodging a bullet.
That's true. That's true. I was getting ready to say she probably wasn't even ready, or maybe it was something already happening and then you came into the picture. So yeah, sometimes people they just not honest. They're not honest with themselves. So they can't be honest with you and be upfront. And then maybe they be upfront and we don't hear them. They be like, no, I don't want a relationship. No, I'm not ready. No. And we just like, yeah, but hey. And we
Yeah, she was upfront about it, but I still was, I was pushy. It definitely was me. I pushed her away. And I understand. But, again, if it was meant to be, it would be. So I don't chalk it up as a loss. I just think of it, maybe she just wasn't the one. Maybe as time went on, I would have found some like disgusting things about her. You start to build a case when you get into the friend zone and you want some, oh, you know what? That's why that anyway. I don't like you start building a whole new case up against them about things. So yeah, friend zone me. How dare you?
How dare she? So why do people end up in the friend zone? Well, Rizal, you just answered the question. Really, she told you what she wanted, you ignored it, and you was just pushy, and you figured like, hey, I can win her over.
Yep. Trying to show like you see all this good man that you missing out on. This is what you've been crying. Don't be getting all sad and want to turn the other cheek when you've been crying for this. You've been praying to God for this. And here I am, and you're not ready. And so now we gotta break ties because you ain't ready. I'm ready to go all in.
Wow, which sometimes is rare for a man. Sometimes we're dragging you guys along. So how do you end up in the situation to where you are friend zone? Number one, Lack of clear communication. The communication is not clear from the moment that you guys meet for you not to be friend zoned. So you have to state what your intentions are, like Rizal did up front. And she did too, really. State what your intentions
She
are.
did. She did. We both did, but I guess our intentions kind of collided, and they didn't mesh well. So, and that's fine. That's all right.
And sometimes they don't state what their intentions are, but their actions do. So like he never said anything to me about anything, but his actions show me that he was not interested. He just wanted to tongue me down for a day, but that was it. I mean, it was nothing after that.
I be feeling the same way sometimes. I'm telling you, look, if anybody go and look at our show, you look at me and Lady ReShell's picture, I swear we look like we've been married like 17 years, looking like a power couple. Both of our arms are crossed, like we standing on business. Like, put some fires in the chat if you agree, because I'm telling you, we look like a match made in heaven. So yes, I don't blame him for wanting that, because you look good. Never forget that. You look good, and even now. So that was a lucky man back then.
I appreciate that.
If only he knew what he had back then now.
Some people they have this fear of rejection. So they don't want to approach the other person or tell the other person how they really feel because they don't want to be rejected. Instead of shooting a shot.
No, that's true. Because even now, if I'm going to shoot my shot, I straight ask you, are you attracted to me? Yes? No? Then I know how to move. That's the straight shooter. That's as straight as I can get you.
Wow. Hey, Kenya said exactly. Kenya, congratulations on your new book. Kenya has a new book out. She's getting ready to have a book launch as well. Congratulations.
Okay, Miss Kenya.
Yes.
Do the thing, girl.
We're going to have her back on the show so she could talk about her book. Another one, how you end up in the friend zone, is misaligned intentions. Sometimes our intentions are not pure. Sometimes they're not honest and they're not communicated.
Yeah, I have to agree. Because, if somebody's telling you, like, look, I'm trying to concentrate, I'm just trying to work hard, I don't have no time for no relationship, they've told you up front what it is, and then at that point, it's really just best to be nothing but be friends. And hopefully, if it's meant that it will come back to you. See, you always laugh at me when I talk about that layaway plan. Because that's all you're doing. You're just putting them all on hold, on layaway until it's time for them to come off the shelf.
Wow.
So yeah, going over to the friend zone. And then you got a question like, how did you end up in the friend zone and why are you the friend? Because I believe some people are not meant to be in a relationship and they are meant to be nothing more than just friends, because there are a lot of toxic situations. And as I always say, we have people who love each other that's not together and people that are together who don't love each other. So why add more fuel to the fire by trying to force yourself into something that was never meant to be?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And
it's okay to be friends.
People are sent to us for a reason, right? A season, a lifetime. And sometimes people get it mixed up when people come. That person could have been sent to you to help you do something, and sometimes we get the wrong impression and this is my husband. Oh, this is my wife. No, they were sent to do an assignment and go. And then when they disappear and they leave, then you like heartbroken. Well, they wasn't meant to stay. And that wasn't their assignment.
And I think that's where we get it wrong, because they don't know what the assignment was, because they're thinking they're there for one reason and the person is there for a whole nother reason. And because now you're not aligning with that person and what they have going on, and they're not aligning with you, you think that the whole thing is just washed. But that's not the case. I always say, be friends first, because if the relationship doesn't work out, you can go back to being what you were, and that was friends. That should never dissolve between y'all.
It shouldn't, but
It shouldn't, but yeah, we know how it turns out.
sometimes it can be difficult. Can you do me a favor if you're still here? Put the name of your book in the comments and where they could pick up the book. Hey, Diane. Diane was on the show not too long ago talking about her part in the book anthology, You Don't Know My Story. She said seasonal people can't become lifetime people. That's right. I don't care how we try to force them. Seasonal people are just that. And if you try to drag them into a lifetime, you're going to be miserable because that's not their assignment. You're going to be miserable.
You got to understand, after their assignment, let them go. That's the thing. We keep trying to hold on. And I know it's hard. It's hard to hold on and it's hard to let go. It's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But you have to do what's best for you. And the best thing that you can do is move on, let them go. If they were meant for the lifetime, you would know it. You would see it.
Yeah.
I got friends, oh my God, I've had friends since like first grade that I still was rocking with. And actually the one, we're not friends anymore because we did cross that line and it didn't mesh. And there are some that I've been doing since like maybe ninth grade, and we still talk every day. Ain't nothing changed. Every day, we still rocking. That's a lifetime right there. So
Yeah, I have two friends I've been friends with for 40 years. And we call each other lifers because we've been in each other's life that long since we were like 14.
And that same thing, yeah. My boy I used to run the streets with and everything. Yep, we still kick it. We just slowed down because we old now. But we still, kick it. Like we talk about the games and and the other person, and she's a female. I have 5 female best friends. She's a female that I talk to every single day.
That's a whole nother subject for me because I personally don't think men and women can
I
be
know,
best friends, maybe
but
friends or associates.
we've never crossed the line or nothing. She's just that, she's like, I call her that crazy, sexy, cool person. She's the one that'll hang out with with the fellas and the boys, and they like because she can relate to the games and smoke cigars and do all that stuff. So, she kind of fits in.
Okay. Well, some of us are too available, and that's why you end up in a friend zone because you available whenever they call. You just around all the time, and they figure like you don't have no life because you're catering to this person. You're too available for them.
Yep, I can agree, but that's just going to put more stress on you with the person because now that, like, well, they like me, I'm, trying to get that attention from them and they're not really feeling so. It's going to put more stress on you.
Like I guess if they always see me and I'm always around, eventually they'll see that I'm a match for them, how good of a woman I am for them. No. Nope.
So yeah, they're definitely going to try to force themselves into your life.
Another one would be you fail to set boundaries. If you are just friends, then you should only be doing friendly things. Anything that's outside of the bounds of a friendship, you should not be doing. So sometimes you're afraid to even set boundaries because you feel like, oh, if I set these boundaries, then they're going to feel like I'm not there for them. I may miss out on something. Mm-mm. Let them miss you. Let them figure out, okay, where she at? Where he at?
Right. I mean, but if you do set the boundaries, then that is kind of an indication that maybe they are interested because they're giving you rules, boundaries to abide by. So, oh, maybe she or he, is interested because we won't play it this way, or maybe they do want something, because now we're starting to get somewhere by them saying, hey, this is what I don't want. And they didn't say that they didn't want it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing.
Let me read this one first. I'm going to come back to Diane's comment. Vaughn said, men that are available are trying to smash.
Vaughn, they ain't got to be available. Every man is trying to smash. It doesn't make a difference.
So if they got a lot of time on their hands, they making time. They just available for you. You call them up and they like, yeah, I'm there. I'll be there. I got you. I got you. That's what they doing. They setting it up. They setting it up. Wow. Diane says, one of my best friends of 40 years plus. I love him to no end. In love with him as a kid, but always afraid to move forward. Ooh, child. I think in 40 years, I've been said something. I would have. It's new.
After 40 years?
Yeah, unless like he was always in a relationship or you were in a relationship and it just didn't mesh at it. The times never, connected. But oh, girl, after 40, if he's single right now and you're single, I would say something. I would just take the
after
chance
40
and
years,
say
you didn't like wink an eye, give a little kiss, something, little.
Yeah.
What do you think? Something.
After 40 years, at this point, what do you have to lose? If the friendship is solid, then it'll still be there. I'll just be like, I need to get this off my chest. I don't know how you're gonna feel. I don't know where we're gonna be after this. I love you as a friend, but I have deeper feelings for you.
Yeah, just straight ask them, are you attracted or not?
And I would like to see where this goes. So the time was always off. Well, is it right now? Like, is he single? Are you single? Because if so, then
no, I get it, because you know what?
Shoot your shot.
That window might have closed by now. Maybe he is just best off as being a friend by now, because it's been so long.
And some people are. Some people are. But if he's single and you single, shoot your shot. Shoot it. What do you have to lose?
I think she's feeling if it didn't happen in all this time. And
Girl,
not saying that
shoot
it
your
couldn't,
shot.
but
It
after
might
40
happen.
years, look,
Shoot your shot.
There was a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. It could still happen.
Shoot your shot. This may just be the time. Again, if he's not in a relationship and you're not in a relationship, this would be the time to shoot your shot.
Okay. Listen to Lady ReShell. Go ahead, shoot your shot, Diane.
Closed mouths.
We support
Closed
you.
mouths don't get fed. Open your mouth and just let them know. Just be like, hey, I need to have a heart-to-heart with you. You ain't got to tell him right away. Do it face to face so you can see his reaction. Don't do it. Don't do it over the phone or in a text message. Do it face to face so you can look him in the eye. This is how I'm feeling. And if you're not feeling that way, it's okay. We can still be friends, but I had to get this off my chest.
Diane, just ask him if he's attracted or not.
Why she gotta ask him that?
And then go from there. If he say yes, then boom. No, you move on with the move on.
Because this is the
thing.
Get
down with the get down.
Some men can be attracted to you, but that doesn't mean they want to have a relationship with you. She's not trying to smash. She's not trying to, let him hit it and then he go. That's not what she's trying to do.
No.
So he could be attracted to her.
You never asked Diane if she want to get smashed by him.
Diane is a Christian, so I know that's not what she's trying to do.
You act like Christians don't get smashed.
I know that's
or be
that's
sitting
not
there
what
having
she's
thoughts
trying
about
to do.
Smashing.
She's not trying to do that. She's not. She's true to her faith. So she's not trying to do that.
That's a lie.
What? Do you just call her a lie right here? Really, Rizal?
No. You heard
who
that?
Said it? Now, granted, there are people out there that do that, but
Diane, go ahead and text.
Really?
So we can get the answers that we need.
What's
quick.
the question? What's the question? What's the question you want her to answer?
Is she trying to have something, and it may not, not the first time, but later on, is she trying to smash or get Smash, one of the two, whichever one.
All right. So she said, I don't know, but I told him that I had to heal before moving forward because I had to give him the best of me and nothing less. Girl, you could have healed while you was in that relationship. Mm-mm.
I'm about to say, Diane,
Girl,
you ain't
no,
broke.
you could have
Move on
healed
with your life.
as you
Get
was going.
going.
Girl, sometimes, depending on how broken you were, depending on what happened. Mm. Ooh,
I understand you want to give him the best of you
child.
and nothing less.
Some people you get with and they bring out the best in you, and it's like you've never been hurt. Oh, she said queens don't get penciled in. Okay, girl. She said she answered your question already, Rizal. Mm, mm. I never heard that before, but I like it. Well, if you feel like you had to heal, then you know yourself. So I would say that may have been the best thing for you to do versus it might have messed up the friendship altogether. So yeah. Are you healed right now? Or what was that a while ago? Like, are you healed right now?
Yeah, are you ready to go?
Are we so nosy? Oh my God. Oh my God, we so nosy.
We're trying to
So
help you here
nosy.
as we help
So
all these other
nosy.
viewers out here.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
why we host this show, Relationship Mondays. You
So
never could go wrong with the advice that we give.
so why do you end up in the friend zone? Sometimes the attraction may not have been there. It may not have been immediate attraction, but maybe after you hung out with the person for a while, you're like, I'm starting to like this person.
Um, you said starting to like, or you building the case?
You're starting to like this
Starting to like
person.
just starting to like the person. Yeah,
Yeah. So it may not have been like at first, I like this person.
it may actually take a while. Okay, what's she saying
She
yes to?
says yes to, yes to, that was a while ago that happened.
Oh, or maybe if that
It's,
she's healed now.
oh, wait. She says, I'm going to call him for dinner. Girl, do it. Do it. Do it. Like life is too short. Life is too short to just continue to put stuff on hold. You never know what type of connection you and this person can have and how y'all can heal each other. So I say do it. What do you have to lose? Just do it.
And more importantly, from the point where y'all both are, where y'all can build from.
Yep. Especially if he has been knowing you for 40 years and he knows what you have been through, then I would say he knows where and how to be careful with your heart. So, yeah. So, yeah, girl, shoot your shot. Do it. And let us know what happened. I'm so nosy.
Yeah, I definitely want an invitation to the wedding.
Let us know what happened. We're going to be sitting on the front seat.
Yeah. Helping people one warrior at a time.
That's a whole nother ball game, Wanda. Okay, this could be it too. Are you afraid that it may jeopardize your friendship? Because some people may be like, I like the friendship too much, so I don't want to cross that boundary. Because once you cross it, sometimes it is kind of hard to get back to where you was. It's like really awkward. So they would rather just, I guess, suffer in silence, being in the friend zone versus, you know,
Yeah.
crossing that line. Especially, let me say this, especially if you are friends with this person, you hang out with this person, and this person is talking to you and telling you stuff. Like sometimes they could tell you how they feel about other people, and you sitting here listening, and you seeing how they treating other women or other men, and you like,
Listen, they're getting jealous. Either getting jealous or getting upset.
not only that, but you may say, okay, I don't like the way he treating him. Like he a player or she a player, and you seeing different things going on. So you like, I don't want to move forward because I don't want that to be me. That could be it too.
Yeah, I would think like that. Or like if this person is doing that to them, then they may do it to me.
Right,
From
exactly.
just from that little bit of conversation.
Diane said in the beginning, yes, but now no. Oh girl,
Um,
what did we say?
I, I can't
I'm
remember
lost.
what question
What was that?
that was too. Diane, you're gonna have to respond a little bit
Girl.
faster.
Right. I'm lost now. I'm lost. What was that answer to in the beginning? Yes. Not sure. Oh. Oh, okay. So maybe messing up the friendship. So maybe she said in the beginning, yes, but right now, no. Girl, I don't care. You've been friends for 40 years. Take a chance. Take a chance. He'll be okay.
Roll them dice, Diane. Roll the dice.
Yeah. Shoot your shot. All he could do is, that what's right. That show out right now. They pop the balloon. Bring a balloon with you and bring the balloon with you and give it to him. So, he could pop the balloon if he don't want to be bothered. He's like, nah, I want this. Let him pop the balloon. He'd
What
be like,
show is that?
okay, pop the balloon. The people come.
That's the name of the show, Pop the Balloon?
Yeah. It's on Netflix. The people come on the show, and you have a line of people that'll rate you. So you have the woman, and then all the men, and then they'll see if they don't like the way you look when you first come out, they pop in that balloon. If you start talking to them and they ask you questions, they don't like it, they pop in that balloon. If they say how many babies you got? 3. How many baby daddies? 3. They pop in the balloon. Like if your toes hanging over your shoes, they looking at that, they calling it out. If your eyebrows too high, they like, oh, I don't like your eyebrows. I'm for real. Oh,
Pop the Balloon on Netflix. I'm gonna check
yes,
this out.
this one girl came out, and I think she was Nigerian, but she was really pretty, nice body, everything, but her voice was heavy like a man. So when she said, "What's your name?" I forgot her name was in Docho or something, but it was really deep, and the guys, all of them said, "Pop, pop, 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 pop," because her voice was too deep. They was like,
Must you sure it wasn't Derek?
They was like, nope. They was like, nope, we ain't even taking a chance. No, they popped the balloon on her. She's rolling the dice. Yay, girl, I'm excited for you. This is exciting. You should roll the dice. Take a chance. You never know what can happen. Sometimes we stay in our comfort zone all the time, but everything you want is on the opposite side of that comfort zone. You just gotta go. Even if you feel the butterflies, nervousness in your stomach, just do it. Just like Nike said,
Right.
just do it, girl. Just do it.
You got nothing to lose. Worst thing you can say is no. And guess what? You still gonna be okay.
She may say, we have too much history together. Too much history together that this this may not work out because again, you know too much about this person. Especially if y'all been friends, y'all been hanging out, you done seen them dating, you seen the type of people he's been dating or she's been dating. And it's like we have too much history to blow it on trying to see if a relationship will work. I would say after 40 years, hey, either you do or you don't. We about to see. We about to see. What else? All right. So here are some signs that you know that you are in the friend zone. We mentioned this already. They talk to you about other people that they're dating. They giving you details and everything. You looking like, oh my God, like I don't want to know all of this stuff. But you're like, yeah, yeah. And then you find yourself being their counselor when things don't go right with the other person. They calling you and you trying to help them get back with the other person, but not really.
It's a little so romantic. Yep.
They like Rizal was saying, ask them, are they attracted to you? There may not be any physical attraction. Like some people you meet and you just like, oh yeah, they're nice looking, but they're not my type. Like I'm not attracted to that person.
The let me down easy thing because I'm not your type. Yeah.
And it's okay.
That's the get off the hook.
It's okay. They introduce you like you're their sibling. Yeah, and this my sis, this my brother. And then sometimes you have to be careful with that because there's some people who say this my sister brother and they be on the low doing it. But then you may have a person and be like, yeah, this, hey, she like a sister to me, and you really are like a sister or a brother to them. So, and they treat you as such. They avoid talking about anything emotional or intimate topics that relate to like you and them. Like they don't get that you're not about to have no deep conversation emotionally about a relationship with them. And no, they gonna avoid those topics with you. And then they're gonna try to set you up with other people. This how you know they don't want you. They don't want you. They setting you up with all kind of people trying to get you off their hands. They like, shoot, man, hey, she available. They trying to get you to talk to everybody. So you
Yeah,
can
and then
leave
they
them alone.
pass you off to their friend, and
Yeah.
then their friend is bragging about all the good, wonderful things about you, and then they like, damn, hold up, how do I get them back now?
Too late. They always invite other friends. So if y'all going out, it's never just like the two of y'all, like y'all on a date, but they're gonna invite other people to be around because they know that you like them. They know that, believe me, they not oblivious to the fact that you like them. They know. And that's why it's so easy for them to get you to do certain things. Mm-hmm. So you two go hang out together, just not romantically. So you may be his plus one somewhere, but it's not going to be romantic. He
Right there
may
should give you signs between the last one and this one. If you're not feeling that spark or anything, you know something is wrong, and that's where a conversation needs to be had.
he or she may get to their place and they may meet somebody else and be like, you could take my car. I met somebody. I'm gonna come pick it up from your house tomorrow. You like, what? What?
Wow.
Are you serious? They may use you as a confidant and tell you stuff because you're probably the one person they could go to that's not judging them
Now
or
listen,
holding them
when I was sitting
accountable.
there and listen, I know such and such is up. They'll listen to me.
So you may have an emotional connection, but just not a physical one. So they may be emotionally connected to you, but it's not physical. Nothing to do with physical.
I think if the emotional there, physical can follow later unless you are just very, yeah, keep going.
You might feel used.
Yeah.
You want to know if you're in the friend zone. You may feel used. You like, what is really happening? It's a I don't want to say give and take, but they taking all the time taking. And you just right there to give it to them.
There's no reciprocity in the friendship / relationship, whatever y'all calling yourselves these days.
No, because you're desperate. You're desperate. Okay, as we wrap this up, so some reasons why people get friend zone is sometimes the timing issue. It's not a good time. Like I said, they may be in a relationship. You may be in a relationship. You're not making your intentions known early when y'all meet. Like, be upfront and say, oh, what it is, and not try to hide it and try to do things to get them to like you. Sometimes you just have a lack of confidence, or you're not even flirting with the person. You appearing to be a brother or a sister to the person. I think we talked about this. You two available. Stop always being available for them. And then make sure you being romantic, like you doing the part, you dressing the part. Like men are visual. So you gotta come with it, dress the part, look the part, smell the part. And if he a man, he's gonna take notice.
Yep, absolutely.
Do a little, be like touchy feely, laugh at his jokes when it's not funny. Really? Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh my God. Funny. All right. So we are wrapping up the show, Rizal. How to get out of the friend zone. Do you have any words of wisdom for the people who are in the friend zone right now?
Um, I have learned through my experience, and I have also learned from other people that sometimes the best friendships make the best relationships. Just take your time. If it was meant to be, it will roll out, it will happen. So,
There you go. My words of wisdom is going to be shoot your shot. What do you have to lose? Shoot your shot.
Diane, we need to check back in with you like next week or something to see how things are going.
Please do, Diane. Please do. I want to recognize my sponsor, Gloria Dotson with Mary Kay. She's catering to all of your beauty needs from head to toe. You can go to marykay.com/GDTOSON and let her know that Warriors Talk sent you. Warriors Talk is always looking for individuals to share their journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cancer journey, just some journey that you experience and you have healed from it and you want to encourage someone else. Inbox me and let me know that you are ready to share. Please join me next Monday right here on Intellectual Radio. As always, thank you for tuning in to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell. Co-hosting with me today is Rizal Gilmore, aka The Biz. Warriors Talk is changing lives one warrior at a time.
Thank you for listening to this week's edition of Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell. To find out more about Warriors Talk, follow at Warriors Talk, the number 1, on all social media outlets, and Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell on YouTube. Please join us next week and every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on IntellectualRadio.com for Warriors Talk with Lady ReShell, where we encourage, educate, and empower you into action.